This is Tesla's vision, the Robotaxi, a dream of convenience, freedom, and efficiency. But every dream has a shadow. Behind the gleaming promise of a driverless future lies controversy, skepticism, and danger. Will the Tesla Robotaxi be humanity's smartest servant, ushering in a new era of mobility? Or will it become a Pandora's box, a technological nightmare that challenges safety, ethics, and the very idea of freedom on the road? From Silicon Valley labs to real streets around the world, the story of Tesla's Robotaxi is one of ambition and hubris, innovation and risk. This isn't just a car, it's a social experiment, a glimpse of a future that is either heaven on wheels or hell waiting to happen. The birth of Tesla's Robotaxi vision. The story of Tesla's Robotaxi begins not on the streets, but in Elon Musk's mind, a vision of a world where transportation is seamless, electric, and autonomous. For Musk, Tesla was never just a car company. It was a mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. And in that mission, self-driving cars weren't just a novelty. They were the next revolution. By the mid-2010s, Tesla had already disrupted the auto industry with electric powertrains, over-the-air software updates, and bold innovation. But Musk's eyes were always on the horizon, a fully autonomous taxi network where cars could drive themselves, pick up passengers, and operate 24/7 without a human driver. A future where personal car ownership might even become optional. The idea was audacious. It required leaps in artificial intelligence, neural networks, and real-world data collection, something no other automaker had attempted at this scale. Tesla began equipping its fleet with autopilot hardware, cameras, radar, and sensors, effectively turning every car on the road into a data-gathering node for its self-driving brain. This was the foundation of the Robotaxi, a car that learns from every mile, adapts to traffic patterns, and evolves continuously through software. Tesla promised that once the full self-driving system matured, owners could plug their cars into the Tesla network, earning money while their vehicles drove passengers around autonomously. It was a bold vision, a world where roads hum with silent, intelligent vehicles, congestion eases, and carbon emissions plummet. But this dream was as fragile as it was dazzling. Technical challenges, ethical dilemmas, and regulatory hurdles awaited, threatening to turn this heaven on wheels into a testing ground for society's deepest anxieties about AI, control, and trust. The stage was set. Tesla had begun the journey of the Robotaxi, a journey that would test the limits of technology, law, and human imagination. The technology behind the Robotaxi, AI sensors, and neural networks. At the heart of Tesla's Robotaxi lies a neural network brain, a system designed to see, think, and act like a human, only faster and without fatigue. This is where science fiction meets engineering reality. Every Tesla on the road today is a sensor platform on wheels. Cameras, ultrasonic sensors, and radar capture every detail. Lane markings, traffic signs, pedestrians, cyclists, and even subtle changes in road texture. Each car continuously feeds this data back to Tesla's supercomputers, where it is processed, analyzed, and used to train the AI. Unlike traditional self-driving approaches that rely on high-definition maps, Tesla emphasizes real-time perception. The car doesn't just follow a pre-programmed route. It understands its environment, predicting the behavior of other drivers, reading traffic patterns, and making split-second decisions. This requires billions of calculations per second and a neural network capable of learning from mistakes without human intervention. The hardware, known as the Full Self-Driving FSD computer, is a marvel, custom-built. Chips process massive amounts of visual and spatial data, giving the car an almost instinctual awareness of its surroundings. Tesla pairs this with over-the-air software updates, allowing every vehicle in the fleet to improve continuously. a single mile driven in. California can help a Tesla in Europe navigate better, but even with this technological wizardry, the system isn't perfect. Edge cases unusual scenarios like erratic drivers, construction zones, or sudden weather changes can still challenge the AI. And while Tesla calls its cars full self-driving, the world remains cautious. Engineers, regulators, and ethicists debate whether software can ever truly replace human judgment. The Robotaxi isn't just a car, it's a living, learning machine, a glimpse of a future where mobility is autonomous, electric, and constantly evolving. Yet, with every breakthrough comes risk, and with every mile comes a question: can humanity trust a machine to drive itself and others into the future? Benefits and the promise? Heaven on wheels? Tesla's Robotaxi promises a vision of the future so alluring, it feels almost utopian. Imagine stepping outside your home, summoning a sleek, silent electric vehicle, and being whisked to your destination without touching the wheel, worrying about traffic, or paying for parking. For proponents, this is nothing short of a revolution. Safety and efficiency. One of the most compelling arguments for robotaxis is safety. Human error causes over 90% of car accidents globally. Tesla's AI, with its hundreds of sensors and instant reaction times, could dramatically reduce collisions, protecting drivers, passengers, and pedestrians alike. Add to that the efficiency of electric powertrains, zero emissions, instant torque, and smooth rides, and the roads of the future could be cleaner, quieter, and safer. Accessibility and freedom. Robotaxis could democratize transportation. People who cannot drive, the elderly, disabled, or those too young to hold a license, could suddenly access mobility on demand. A self-driving car network could reduce the need for personal vehicle ownership, freeing urban spaces from parking congestion and potentially lowering traffic overall. Economic opportunity. Tesla envisions a world where car owners earn money by sharing their vehicles. A fully autonomous robotaxi could work 24/7, generating income while sitting idle today. In theory, this could create a new gig economy, one where humans leverage AI for financial gain, blurring the line between personal asset and autonomous worker. A glimpse of utopia. On paper, the promise is irresistible. Safer streets, greener cities, more free time, and new economic possibilities. For early adopters and tech enthusiasts, Tesla's Robotaxi feels like heaven on wheels, a small taste of a futuristic society that has long lived only in science fiction. Yet, as alluring as this vision is, it comes with serious questions. Can the AI truly handle the chaos of the real world? Who is responsible when mistakes happen? And are we ready to hand over control of our streets and lives to machines? The line between heaven and hell is razor thin. Tesla's Robotaxi may be the future we dream of, or the challenge we weren't ready for. Controversies and challenges. The road to hell. For all its promise, Tesla's Robotaxi faces a world that isn't ready to simply hand over the keys to AI. The road from dream to reality is littered with technical, legal, and ethical challenges. A maze where heaven can quickly turn into hell, safety concerns, and real-world accidents. Despite Tesla's claims of full self-driving capability, the AI has already faced real-world failures. Accidents involving autopilot have sparked debate about whether the system can truly replace a human driver. Edge cases like unpredictable pedestrians, erratic drivers, or sudden weather changes have proven to be major stumbling blocks. Each accident fuels skepticism, reminding the world that technology is not infallible. Regulatory hurdles. The law moves slower than innovation. Governments around the world are still figuring out how to regulate fully autonomous vehicles. Questions abound. Who is liable if a robotaxi crashes? The owner, Tesla, or the AI itself? How should traffic rules be adapted for cars that can think faster than humans? Until legal frameworks catch up, widespread deployment remains uncertain. Ethical dilemmas. Tesla's Robotaxi forces society to confront uncomfortable questions. Can a machine make moral decisions during life and death situations? If the AI must choose between two dangerous outcomes, whose life takes priority? These dilemmas highlight the ethical tightrope Tesla walks, turning a technological marvel into a societal experiment. Public trust and adoption. Even if the technology works perfectly, adoption depends on human trust. Many people remain wary of handing control to an AI. Fear, skepticism, and high-profile incidents can delay acceptance, slowing the transition to a fully autonomous fleet. Tesla's Robotaxi, while visionary, illustrates a critical truth. Innovation without preparation can quickly become perilous. The very AI designed to create heaven on wheels could, if mismanaged, transform city streets into chaotic, unpredictable arenas. The dream of effortless autonomous travel is tantalizing, but it comes with a cost. A reminder that even the most advanced technology cannot escape human reality. The future of robotaxis, redemption, or disaster. The future of Tesla's Robotaxi is a tightrope walk between utopia and chaos. On one hand, the technology holds the potential to redefine mobility, reshape cities, and create a society where transportation is seamless, efficient, and eco-friendly. On the other hand, premature deployment, regulatory uncertainty, and ethical dilemmas threaten to turn this promise into a cautionary tale. Redemption, a safer, smarter world. Imagine a city where traffic accidents plummet, where streets are quieter, and where congestion eases because vehicles communicate flawlessly. Robotaxis could liberate humans from the stress of commuting, allowing them to work, rest, or enjoy leisure while traveling. Electric autonomous fleets could reduce emissions, fight climate change, and transform urban landscapes. In this scenario, Tesla's vision succeeds, a true heaven on wheels, powered by AI, efficiency, and innovation. The shadow side of Tesla's Robotaxi. For all the promise and allure of Tesla's Robotaxi, a darker reality lingers just beneath the surface. Every technological marvel carries risks, and in the case of autonomous vehicles, those risks aren't abstract. They're measured in human lives, trust, and societal consequences. The very AI designed to create convenience, safety, and efficiency could, under the wrong circumstances, become a catalyst for chaos. Imagine a bustling city street where the unexpected is the norm. A child darts across a crosswalk, a cyclist swerves into traffic, construction blocks a lane, or a human driver makes an erratic move. Tesla's AI, trained to anticipate patterns and make split-second decisions, may encounter scenarios beyond its programming. Even the most sophisticated neural networks can struggle with anomalies, edge cases, and the sheer unpredictability of human behavior. One misjudgment, a millisecond delay, or an incorrect prediction could trigger accidents, eroding public confidence in a technology that is supposed to save lives. High-profile incidents involving autonomous systems amplify these concerns. Every crash, every software glitch, every unforeseen malfunction is magnified in the public eye. Media headlines sensationalize each event, fostering fear and skepticism, and regulators respond with caution. Tesla, ambitious as it is, faces the immense pressure of balancing rapid innovation with real-world safety, knowing that any mistake could stall the autonomous revolution for years. And then there is cybersecurity. A vehicle controlled by software and connected to the cloud is inherently vulnerable. Malicious attacks, software breaches, or hacking attempts could exploit weaknesses in the system, turning convenience into danger. Autonomous cars, once hailed as the future, could become a liability if society is unprepared to secure and monitor the technology at scale. Beyond technology, ethical and legal frameworks struggle to keep pace. If a robotaxi is involved in a crash, who bears responsibility? The owner, Tesla, or the AI itself. Society is being asked to trust machines with decisions that once required human judgment, instinct, and morality. But when systems fail, trust can vanish in an instant. The very infrastructure meant to support innovation may not be ready, leaving regulators, lawmakers, and citizens scrambling to catch up. Tesla's vision, bold and revolutionary, teeters on this precarious edge. What was intended as a leap forward in human mobility could, if mismanaged, become a cautionary tale of overconfidence and technological hubris. The same AI that promises to reduce accidents and transform city life could, under strain, reveal its limitations in ways that are both immediate and profound. Yet, even within this shadow, there is purpose. Challenges, failures, and missteps force engineers to improve, regulators to adapt, and society to confront the ethical implications of automation. The shadow side of the robotaxi isn't merely a warning, it is a test of readiness. It asks whether humanity is prepared to hand over responsibility to machines, whether innovation can coexist with regulation, and whether technology can truly serve us without unintended consequences. Tesla's Robotaxi sits at the intersection of aspiration and risk. Its promise is grand, its potential revolutionary, but the stakes are high. One wrong calculation, one edge case, scenario left unresolved, or one lapse in public trust could turn the dream of autonomous mobility into a stark lesson in caution. The shadow side looms not as a distant possibility, but as an ever-present reality, a reminder that even the brightest innovations can cast long, dark shadows if society is unprepared. The path forward is clear yet treacherous. Tesla must navigate not only the complexities of AI and engineering, but also the uncertainties of human behavior, regulation, and ethics. Only then can the promise of the robotaxi move beyond fantasy into a future that is safe, trusted, and truly transformative. A living experiment. Tesla's robotaxi is more than a car. It's a social experiment, testing humanity's readiness for a world where machines drive, earn, and even make decisions on our behalf. The stakes are enormous. Success could reshape society for the better. Failure could slow innovation for decades and spark global debate over AI ethics and human safety. The choice ahead. Ultimately, the story of Tesla's robotaxi is unwritten. Will it deliver a future of effortless mobility or expose the dangers of relinquishing control? The answer depends not just on technology, but on law, ethics, and human judgment. Tesla has built the vehicle. Now the world must decide if it's ready to ride. Tesla's robotaxi, heaven or hell. Tesla's robotaxi is not just a car. It is a symbol of humanity's most daring ambitions, a manifestation of Elon Musk's vision, and a mirror reflecting the hopes and fears of a society on the edge of technological revolution. Every Tesla robotaxi on the road carries a dual promise, a future of effortless mobility, and a looming question of safety, ethics, and control. The dream is seductive, a world where streets hum quietly with electric vehicles, where traffic accidents plummet, and where the freedom to move is redefined. Yet, within this promise lies tension, controversy, and the very real possibility that we may not be ready for what we've unleashed. Imagine summoning a car from your phone, sliding into a perfectly calibrated seat, and letting an intelligent machine whisk you to your destination while you read, work, or simply watch the world glide by. The promise is intoxicating. No stress, no fuel costs, no parking, nightmares, no traffic frustration. Tesla's fleet of autonomous vehicles could revolutionize cities, reduce emissions, and give us hours of our lives back, hours currently lost in commutes, congestion, and human error. Every mile driven by a robotaxi is a small victory for safety, efficiency, and sustainability. For the proponents, this is nothing short of heaven on wheels. Yet every vision has its shadows. Autonomous technology is not flawless. Edge cases. A. Child darting into the street. Unpredictable construction zones. Rogue drivers are tests. The AI still struggles to navigate perfectly. Each incident, each accident, no matter how minor, challenges public trust and raises questions of liability, morality, and control. Who is responsible when the machine fails? The owner, Tesla, or the AI itself? These are questions society has never faced before, and the answers will shape how or if robotaxis become ubiquitous. The ethical dilemmas are profound. In a split-second scenario where harm is unavoidable, can a machine make decisions about life and death? Can code replace human judgment and empathy and instinct? Tesla's Robotaxi forces humanity to confront these uncomfortable truths. We are creating machines that do not just transport us, they make decisions for us. Trusting a machine with this responsibility is unprecedented. It is exhilarating, terrifying, and a test of whether society can embrace a future where humans no longer hold the wheel. And yet, despite the risks, the allure is undeniable. Tesla's vision is a bold experiment, one that has already pushed the boundaries of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and urban mobility. The robotaxi is a living system, constantly learning from every mile, every passenger, and every obstacle. A single ride in California can improve the experience for a car in Europe. The fleet evolves continuously, an ever-improving organism, designed to outthink humans in certain aspects. It is both thrilling and unnerving. A technology that empowers but also demands responsibility. The economic and societal implications are equally monumental. Imagine entire fleets operating autonomously, reducing the need for personal car ownership, cutting congestion, and providing income streams for owners who let their vehicles work while they rest. Mobility becomes democratized. The elderly, the disabled, or those without licenses gain freedom. Cities are reimagined as spaces less dominated by personal cars and more open to green areas, bike lanes, and pedestrian zones. In Tesla's utopia, the robotaxi is a catalyst for a new way of living, moving, and thinking about urban life. Yet the risk remains ever present. Premature deployment, software errors, or misuse could turn these same streets into arenas of uncertainty and danger. High-profile failures could shake public confidence, slow adoption, and spark backlash against autonomous systems. The fine line between heaven and hell is razor-thin, and society is walking it at full speed with no roadmap and little precedent. Tesla's bold gamble forces us to ask, are we ready to hand over the keys to a machine that learns faster, reacts quicker, and thinks differently than we do? In the end, the story of Tesla's Robotaxi is more than a story about cars. It is a story about human ambition, technological courage, and the risks of dreaming too far ahead. Every autonomous mile is a step into a world where the rules of mobility, safety, and personal responsibility are rewritten. It challenges our trust, our ethics, and our imagination. Whether Tesla's Robotaxi becomes a beacon of progress or a cautionary tale, one thing is certain: it will leave a mark on history. It will shape how cities evolve, how humans interact with machines, and how future generations understand the balance between freedom and control. Heaven or hell, the choice is not just Tesla's. It belongs to all of us. Every driver, passenger, regulator, and citizen who will share the roads with this bold, unprecedented experiment. The Tesla Robotaxi may silently glide down the street, its electric motor whispering a promise of the future. But every hum carries a question. Are we witnessing the dawn of a new era or the beginning of a cautionary tale? In this story, there are no certainties, only possibilities. Heaven or hell, salvation or chaos, Tesla's Robotaxi is here, and the world is its audience. If you enjoyed this incredible story, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more epic automotive adventures. Your support keeps these stories alive.